What's up, y'all? It's your boy StephenMotivate coming back with 52 Turo tips for you. So just want to help you as much as I can build a good Turo business, one that's actually successful and profitable, and one that makes sense for you. I'm going to talk to you today about tips number 9, and maybe we'll get to number 10. So 52 Turo tips, right? We went through several. If you haven't seen those videos, go back, check the channel, youtube.com/@StephenMotivate, so you can see exactly what I'm describing as far as the tips that are going to help you build a profitable car sharing business and help you know what to expect in general. Tip number 9, first one of today, is check the value of your cars versus their payoff amount frequently. So check the value of your cars versus their payoff amount frequently. So what do I mean? When you buy or get into the Turo business, you really need to purchase your car the right way. But regardless of how you purchase it, once you're in it, you're in it. It's very hard to get out of the business because cars lose value so quickly. Let's say you go buy a $40,000 car off the lot. You don't put any money down. You've got a $40,000 car that you buy. As soon as you buy that car, immediately the value of that car is like less than what you paid by thousands of dollars. So let's say that you bought it for $40,000. By the time you drive it off the lot, it's worth $38,000. But if you have it for some months and you keep that car, the value goes down even more. So a few months out, you could be at $35,000 or $34,000. So the car just won't be worth what it was worth when you bought it. And because of that, you have to constantly check the value of your car versus what it's going to cost you to pay it off. And that number is going to change frequently, because if you finance the car, if you didn't buy it cash, then they're going to calculate the interest or how much you owe on the car based on the number of days until your next payment, or they're going to have a payoff amount that's connected to them getting interest on the car as well. So you want to be checking that to help you understand, one, how much you need to be paying on that monthly note. So you just don't want to pay the minimum. You want to pay more than the minimum, and you want to try to pay against that principal so you can actually get that car note, that car loan payoff amount close to the value of the car. So you need to be checking that monthly, or frequently, if not monthly, checking the Kelley Blue Book values, the True Car values. What can you get for this car if you go sell it to CarMax, or if you sell it to Algo? If you go sell it somewhere, what will somebody give you for it? Or you can always list it on Facebook and see what sort of offers you get for it. And you'll be surprised at what a car lot can get for a car and what you can get for a car. It's just a difference. Buying the car the right way is critical. It's critical to actually profiting with this business. Now, I'll talk about this later, but there are ways you can make money without profiting. Now, it sounds backwards, but it's just the way things are set up. You can actually make money without making a profit in this business, but I wouldn't advise it. The simplest way, the best way, is to actually have a business that's making a profit. And in order to do that, you have to make sure your equipment or your assets are able to pay for all the activities, all the marketing, the cleaning, the maintenance, all those big operating expenses we talked about. you want to make sure that the trips can pay for that, and typically they will, but it helps if you don't also owe a large amount on the equipment itself. If you do need to sell the car, you can, and you can get out of the business if you're not interested in it anymore, because you're taking that money and you're not just putting it on clothes or shoes or nice dinners or anything like that, but rather you're paying off that equipment so you can be in a good position to actually win in this business. Tip number 10, if you can help it, never rent to a guest that has less than 5 stars. On Turo's going to send you a ton of people. They're going to send you people that want to rent your car that have never rented before, and you can rent to them. If you have 0 stars, then it's kind of up to you, but I prefer to rent to folks that have experience renting on the platform, that have been guests on the platform. Now, obviously, someone has to give them a chance in order for them to get experience on the platform. But in general, if you are working with someone that has less than 5 stars, I would not accept their trip. Now, here's the problem. To get to certain all-star host, power host level, your acceptance rate does need to hit a certain metric for Turo to put you in that group of professional hosts. So that's something to be considered as well. You want to make sure you protect those cars, and you want to make sure you're not dealing with huge headaches. It's very important to vet your guests. Make sure that your guest has ratings, has some experience using the platform, knows how to use it, knows what's expected of them, knows the ins and outs of the policies and procedures that are connected to actually using the platform. If they don't, then you're just putting yourself and your business at that much more risk. Car sharing should be about actually treating that vehicle as if it was your own. So you just don't junk it up and tear it up like you would a rental vehicle. No, you treat that car with respect, and you wash it, you clean it, you make sure that it's returned the way or better than it was received, simply out of respect for the community. And sometimes when you're dealing with people who have 5 stars, you can actually get a sense or a feel for that. Now, I will say that the rating system is not as mature as it probably will be in the future. It's something that Turo still needs to work on, to make sure that people are actually rating and reviewing each other in a way that's consistent with car sharing, and making sure people are being responsible, not just doing it from a buddy standpoint or just to get it done, which I think we've all been witness of or have done ourselves. But eventually, I think it will be more important for folks to rate with accuracy and with a level of respect for what the community is and what's trying to be built. It's really a sharing community, a car sharing community. So not only the host cares about the guest cares about the host. It's not a one-way streak sort of thing. So that's just another tip. Be very careful who you accept as guests if you can. I say that because when you're a power host, if you have multiple vehicles, at that point it's almost like a business, and you just gotta almost rent to whomever wants to rent, and let the chips fall where they may. But when possible, try to use discretion. If you only have 1 or 2 or 3 cars, use discretion on who you rent to. Make sure that they communicate well, that they communicate with respect. They let you know what they're planning to do with the car. Like, that's not out of bounds. That is because it's car sharing, it's not car renting. So getting that rapport built where you understand who you're dealing with. And I think, again, the platform has to do a better job of making sure that hosts aren't penalized for protecting their asset. But hey, that is tip number 10. Make sure you actually vet your guests, and if you can, don't rent to folks who have less than 5 stars as a guest. Okay, until next time, stay motivated. This is your boy StephenMotivate. Peace.